the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I love every day.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant. 36, 36. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Go. Go. 69, 59. Hey, check 24. Check 29. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check alert. Check.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19, 24. It's our time. It's our time. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS. Alert. SOS. Check 31, check 31.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You go tight. 85.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Attack!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Begin.
20 points down, he's coming.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Reset! Like an egg!
Watch the run. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Check. 4 down. Check 37. Watch twist.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check pass. Shift. Check 3.
Hey, pick it up!
Motion, I got one.
Gordon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Reset! 19!
Don't get nervous. Check. Joker.
Watson on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike part 9, Mike part 9.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Check. Lucky.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Got 3 down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Show it. 49, check 49, check 49.
Tighten up.
Check 59.
Check safety.
Kill. 55.
Kill. Turn up.
Watson just beating the play clock. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3 bud. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Come on.
59.
Get wide. Check. Fresno. Watch out.
54.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Yellow. There's a line. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Switch. Yellow. Undercut.
Check it backer.
Yellow. Check it.
Now a give right side. It's Grant. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Chance. Hey, 31.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Shift. Watch the shift. 55.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun, escaping the pressure. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down.
He's coming. Double.
24.
He's coming. Double up.
59.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check, nickel.
Here's Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Long day for you.
54.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 59. Watch the screen.
Watson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Chiefs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
50 seconds to mark. Delta.
Let's go, Tyler. Let's go right here now. Hey, check.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
57. Mike, 57. Oh.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get to normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On first down, Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Push him back.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next to score, Chiefs 10, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day. Watch the safety creep. No. Off.
Now Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. First and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
Check 4, check 4. Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Second and goal at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man up.
Hey, we gotta snap it. We gotta snap it.
Check 99. Deuce.
I can four.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, 59. Line him up.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
We own him. He's crashing. He's checking.
Hey, 59.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, 54.
This is Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
You're not ready. Hey, 31! 26 months. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Say it. Hatch it.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Switch. Watch twins.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Check green. Six guys. Check six guys. Yellow.
On first down, Grant. That good for 22 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Yellow. There's a line.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Kill. Out. Check.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slam.
Throwing again is Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
First down, Kansas City.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
I don't need to. Sergio Williams. 15. Check 3. Hey, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44.
54. 26. Line up.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Wide open receiver complete.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Chiefs, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.